Hey guys, Matt here for Photo News and Review. I'm here with Dave, who's the head of marketing for Pocketwizard, and he's going to tell us about their Plus 3s that came out in February. I actually have the Plus 2s and the, what are they, the Mini TT?
Mini TT1 and Flex TT5.
But this is one I've never seen or really heard about, so please tell me all about it.
Well, the Plus 3 is pretty cool. We took the Plus 2,
Yep.
we put more channels in it. We went from 4 to 32. We added 4 zones, quad zone triggering. We added a few other new features, including a pretty little LCD, keypad interface, and then we lowered the price.
And lowered the price. Okay,
So,
wow.
some other things people really like, the internal antenna, so you can't smash your antenna, can't poke you in the eye with it. And the other thing that people have really said they like is a little battery indicator. So now, if you're going out on a shoot, you don't have to just put new batteries in because you have no idea if the batteries are good or not. You get a little battery indicator telling you where you're at.
Beautiful. That's rare that you see something get upgraded and down priced. The Plus 2 was already pretty reasonable.
The Plus 2 had been on the market for a fairly long time, and the Plus 3 was a ground up design. So we did a lot of things to kind of make it a little bit easier to assemble, which is a lot of the cost in the product these days, which allowed us to put more features in the firmware.
Okay, great. And this is still running 2 AA batteries like the Plus 2. It doesn't feel any heavier either, really.
It can't be heavier. It might even be a couple grams lighter.
Okay, yeah, good one. So in terms of the quad band and the extra channels, what is that going to let people do now?
Well, with 4 channels, if you ever got into a situation where there were more than 4 photographers around, you'd have to fight and somebody be stomping on your channel. So with 32, you can pick a channel that's clear. So if you're shooting sports or something like that, there's more guys. Or wedding halls, if it's a big wedding hall and there's a lot of people around. So. And then the quad zone triggering, the ABCD, I can turn a light on or off. If I have 4 lights set up, I can turn a light on or turn a light off. If I'm shooting remote cameras, which you can also do with the Plus 3, I can turn a camera on or off and trigger it from here.
Okay, and so which cameras support that triggering?
All of them. Okay. All you got to do is plug it into the camera trigger port on the remote camera with an appropriate cord, and then you can use this as a remote camera trigger. And one very cool feature, you have half press capability here. You can actually press halfway, and you'll see the little half beam there, and then you press all the way, and you get a full trigger. So you can pre-trigger your remote camera. And if that's not enough,
here we go. Set of steak knives.
With all of the new cameras, including a D4, a D800, 5D Mark III, this will turn on and off the video capability on a camera. So you can remote trigger video on the new cameras.
Oh wow, okay.
We've got a video that we're going to produce on that showing how it works, but it's a pretty simple feature.
Okay, wow, interesting. And what's the range on these ones now?
Range is a dirty word.
Okay, so
there's
in this room and then in the salt plates.
Exactly. In a theoretical perfect world, you could get up to 1,600 feet. In a practical situation, 300 to 500 feet should not be a problem. In an ideal situation, when you get your antennas up high, there's no obstacles around, there's no satellite dishes or alien spaceships or anything like that, you can get up to 1,000 feet without any problem.
Okay.
And
certainly far enough. Yeah.
When you need more range, especially from a remote camera, we have a long-range mode on this, which increases the contact time. It doesn't really work for strobes because you got to sync. But with remote cameras, you lose a little sync time if you use it in the strobes. But for remote cameras, you can double the effective distance. Whatever the environment you're in normal, you can double it by going to long-range mode.
And that's not by adding an extra one as a repeater.
No, but that's the next function.
Okay.
There is a repeater function as well, and you probably saw that in Joe McNally's video, where you put it in repeater mode, you put a radio in between the transmit radio and the receive radio, and you can repeat. And you can daisy chain those. We haven't tested to see how far we can actually trigger, but you can But again, you lose sync time with that. So for remote flash, it's not so good, but for remote camera, it's perfect.
Okay, brilliant. But still, at 400 feet or whatever you're gonna get, realistically, it's far enough that know, if someone grabs your camera, you'll never catch them again.
Yeah, range is more a something for reliability.
Yeah.
So most people don't shoot at 200 feet. You know, you go past 100 feet, you're a long way away. You know, so range really just equals reliability. If you can get the range, you can get the reliability at closer range.
Great. Okay, well, if you haven't seen them already, check out the videos on that Nikon Guy channel, and I've done a whole bunch of videos on Pocketwizard, including range testing, the Plus 2s, and these have all those extra features and are cheaper, so can't really complain. Can you?
No.
There's nothing to pick you on.
I hope not. We're trying.
Great, thank you very much for
All
your
right,
time.
thank
Cheers.
you. All right.
So the Plus 3 doesn't do TTL, but
No.
if you need TTL, you can go to the Mini TT range.
Yep.